For many youth in our community, trauma isn't a single loud event. It is a quiet, invisible weight. It follows them into the classroom, sits with them at the lunch table, and shadows them on the school bus. It shows up on the sports field, disrupts their time at home with family, and ultimately steals their sleep at night. Trauma fundamentally rewires a developing brain, trapping a child in a constant state of fight, flight, or freeze. It changes how they see, hear, and feel the world around them. Traditional talk therapy asks a child to explain what hurts, but trauma doesn't live in the logic center of the brain. It lives deep in the body, locked away in muscle memory and nervous system responses. It shows up as a racing heart when a door slams, a sudden urge to run from a crowded room, or a protective wall of withdrawal where they completely disconnect from the present moment. At the Youth Trauma Clinic, we know that to lift this weight, we have to change our approach. We don't ask kids what is wrong with you, we ask what happened to you and how can we make your body feel safe again. Healing doesn't look the same for every kid because everyone carries their stories differently. That's why we use a creative mix of tools designed to meet youth exactly where they are, helping them heal without forcing them to find the perfect words. First, we use play. For younger kids, playing is how they talk. Through guided play, they can safely act out big feelings that they don't know how to say out loud yet. Second, there is sand tray. By building miniature worlds in a small tray of sand, youth can bring their inner chaos outside of themselves, giving them a real sense of control over overwhelming memories. Third, we use art. Creative expression gives the talking brain a break. It lets colors and shapes do the heavy lifting to process memories that are just too tough to speak about. Fourth, a specialized tool called EMDR. Think of it like untangling a knotted string. It helps the brain naturally process painful vivid memories so those moments finally feel like they belong in the past rather than a threat right now. And fifth, mindfulness. We teach youth how to tune into their bodies and use simple breathing tools. This gives them the power to calm their own racing hearts and find quiet from within. But clinical therapy alone is only half the battle. True healing doesn't stop when the 60-minute session ends. It requires a stable environment to thrive. That is why the Youth Trauma Clinic pairs clinical interventions with comprehensive wraparound case management and mentoring services. Our case managers walk side by side with families addressing systematic stressors like housing instability, food insecurity, and school advocate navigation. At the same time, they provide youth with consistent, safe adult relationships out in the real world, giving them the space to actively practice their new coping mechanisms. We believe in a trauma-aware community. This past year, we took this mission directly into our own neighborhoods, conducting or attending 26 trauma-informed trainings and events. We brought this information directly to parents, school staff, and community members, ensuring the adults in our kids' lives know how to help. Why? Because a child's recovery is strongest when the entire community around them knows how to provide a safe harbor. This collective holistic approach works, and this past fiscal year, our commitment to this work remains stronger than ever. Healing is a journey no one should walk alone. This year, the Youth Trauma Clinic provided a dedicated path for 132 youth right here in our community. The numbers tell a story of hope. 85% of the youth we served reported a significant measurable reduction in their trauma symptoms. Let that sink in. That is more than a clinical metric. That is 85% more room for joy, 85% more room for learning, for laughter, and for a future that is no longer dictated by past pain. By combining cutting-edge clinical therapies like EMDR and mindfulness with wraparound case management, we aren't just treating symptoms, we are changing trajectories. We are breaking generational cycles of trauma, making the invisible visible, and making the heavy light. This vital work is made possible through the generous support of the Winnebago County Community Mental Health Board and the half-cent sales tax approved by our county residents. Because of your investment, our youth have a space to heal. Together, we are building a trauma-aware community. Thank you for walking this path of resilience with us.